Oh. Oh. Morning.
Morning,
Morning,
Your Honor.
Judge.
Okay, I can hear both of you all. I assume you can hear both. You can hear me. And we have who's at?
That is my client, Sammy Chavez.
Okay. Okay. Are we expecting anybody else?
The plaintiffs are not, Your Honor.
The plaintiffs are not appearing.
I'm appearing on their behalf.
Okay. Are we ready to go forward? Mr. Hirsch, this is your motion.
Yes, sir. Would you like announcements of counsel?
You can go ahead with your argument.
Your Honor, if I may, Mr.
Sure.
Hirsch, do you have an objection to me urging my motion to withdraw first? The basis for the motion to withdraw, Your Honor, is I have not been able to communicate with my client. So I'm not in a position to be able to defend the Rule 11 agreement for that reason. And so I would ask that the motion to withdraw be heard.
Okay. I don't have one in Odyssey. Did you file that?
I did. I believe I have a file marked copy. It was filed the same day. Mr. Hirsch, did you get it?
I believe I did. I don't recall exactly. I think it was sent back for I think it's in the wrong proceeding.
Oh, no, really? Did I file it in the wrong cause number?
I don't see one in Odyssey. I mean, you're welcome. Can you email it?
Yes, Your Honor, I can. There were 2 eviction actions, so perhaps wrong cause. I'll do it right now.
Okay. Let me give you email it to, so I can get it right now. It'd be to JP1, J and P, it's the letters and the numeral 1, El Paso County @gmail.com.
Mr. Hirsch, do you have an objection to me urging this first while I'm?
I don't think it affects anything procedurally as far as the enforcement of the Rule 11 agreement that you entered on behalf of your client with his authority. So, and if it does not, no.
All right, I just hit send on it.
Okay.
Mr. Chavez, you're muted.
You want to unmute? There we go.
I can hear you guys. So, sorry, I couldn't hear. I apologize.
Okay.
My client was notified of this and he's aware that the motion is being urged. And he's here today. I don't know what his position on the motion is, but he is present.
Mr. Chavez, do you have any objection to Ms. Balovich withdrawing as your attorney of record?
No, sir, I don't.
Okay. Let me just print it and order. Thank you. Okay, Mr. Chavez has no objection, so I'm going to allow the withdrawal of Ms. Balovich, and we will proceed. Ms. Balovich, we will enter this on the docket and send you a copy. We'll send both parties a copy.
Thank you, Your Honor. Since the order charges me, may I be excused or does the
Yes.
court want?
No, you
Okay.
may be free.
Thank you. Good luck to you, Mr. Chavez.
Thank you, ma'am. Have a good day.
Okay, Mr. Proceed with your motion.
Your Honor, so as Ms. Balovich's motion to withdraw had stated and the motion to enforce Rule 11 stated, you had ordered mediation pursuant to Ms. Balovich's request, and in lieu of mediation, we entered into negotiations to resolve this amicably. We were able to reach an agreement that was satisfactory to both my clients and to Mr. Chavez, and Ms. Balovich signed the Rule 11 agreement on his behalf. Pursuant to the Rule 11 agreement, I prepared a formal settlement and release agreement. However, that did not go signed, and at that point, Ms. Balovich lost contact with her client. Pursuant to the Rule 11 agreement, Mr. Chavez agreed to pay $600 to my clients by February 22nd, 2021, and an additional $600 on March 22nd, 2021. As a courtesy, under the formal agreement, we added a 72-hour grace period for the payments. As of the filing of the motion to enforce and today's hearing, no payments have been made by Mr. Chavez. Additionally, Mr. Chavez had agreed that he would be totally vacated from the property as of March 31st, 2021, and agreed to certain other conditions in exchange for my clients forgiving approximately, at this point, it would be around $2,000 in back rent.
Okay. Mr. Chavez,
Yes, sir.
you want to respond?
To the whole response that he gave, sir.
To what was stated, yes.
Yes, sir. I wasn't unable to pay because I've been sick, sir. I had the COVID, sir. I
Unable-
had no getting sick, sir. I'm just very getting over it.
Okay, the February 22nd payment,
I did not pay it, sir. I had no way of paying it, sir.
you had COVID on February 22nd?
I've been having it off and on. All my family's had it, sir. Mr. and Mrs. Perkins, aware of that. Everybody in the apartment.
I didn't ask anything about your family. I asked about you.
Yes, sir.
Did you have COVID on February 22nd?
Yes, sir. I just never went to go get examined for it, but I had all the symptoms.
So you haven't been tested for it?
No, sir, I haven't.
And 23rd, this is a month later, and you're still have it? And you've never been tested or never been treated?
I've been taking care of myself, sir. I've never been one to go seek medical attention. Took care of myself.
Did you hear did you understand my question?
I can barely hear you, sir. Sorry.
We're now March 23rd, and you haven't been tested or haven't been treated for it?
No, sir.
Okay. What is your intention as far as the Rule 11 agreement?
I will take care of it when I'm able to get out and do what I need to do, sir.
And what would that be?
I don't know, sir. I also have medical conditions, sir, with my doctor. I have a heart condition, so there's a lot of things that affect me because of this. My landlords are medical conditions.
I'm sorry, you have a lot of health conditions
Yes, sir. I have a heart condition, sir.
and you haven't seen a doctor in a month?
So I haven't. I've been sick. I've just been staying at home like I'm supposed to. That's what they mostly say anyways, to stay home and get over it.
Okay. Yeah, Rule 11 agreements calls for you to vacate on or before March 31st. Are you planning to vacate on or before March 31st?
Yes, sir. I'm not going to disagree with them. If that's what they want, I'll get up on March 31st, sir.
That's what you agreed to, is it not?
Yes, sir.
You plan to abide by what you agreed to.
Yes, sir. I will.
Okay, Mr. Hirsch, what did you want? How do you want to enforce? What do you propose to do as far as enforcement?
Your Honor, we would ask Your Honor to enter a writ of possession that becomes effective as of April 1st.
Okay. Okay, so as I read some things about being permitted to go back on the property because of cousins or something. Is there, what other?
So
I have
Your
family.
Honor, there is, in all sense of the word, this is a divorce as much as it is an FED proceeding. There is, I wouldn't say bad blood, but there are disagreements between Mr. Chavez and my clients. And there are certain actions that have been taken both by Mr. Chavez and my clients that potentially could escalate tensions and lead to a situation that I don't believe Mr. Chavez wants to become a part of, and my clients definitely don't want to become a part of. So those provisions were inserted in order to make this an amicable divorce, where the parties essentially have kind of a divorce decree that says what they can and cannot do moving forward.
Okay. Well, it's $1,200 that he's agreed to pay as of yesterday, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
So if I just did a judgment, an eviction case, of unpaid rent in the amount of $1,200, what is a monthly rental?
I don't recall offhand what the monthly rental is.
It's $385 a month, sir.
I'm sorry,
It's $385 a month, sir.
$385 a month?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Hirsch, does that sound correct?
That sounds about correct, Your Honor.
Okay. Okay, so in this, I would grant plaintiffs, grant you a claim for unpaid rent in the amount of $1,200, monthly rent at $385, and to vacate on or before March 30th with a writ of possession to issue on April 1st.
That works, Your Honor.
Mr. Chavez, any comments or any objections to that?
No, sir. I'm gonna keep my agreement. I'll be out by March 31st, sir. I'm not looking for any trouble, sir.
Okay, so I'm gonna. Okay, unpaid rent of amount of $1,200. The monthly rent is $385. Court cost of $146. Grants possession no later than March 30th. And writ of possession to issue on April 1st. Okay, Mr. Chavez, what that means is that if you're not vacated on before March 30th, on March 31st, they can get a writ of possession at the cost of $205, which you'd be ultimately responsible for. And the constable posts on your door to voluntarily vacate within 24 hours of the posting. If you should not do so, they could physically remove you from the premises and have your belongings placed outside the premises. Any questions?
No, sir.
Okay.
I have one question, sir, if I can ask. It's okay with the court.
Sure.
I have family still here. So am I still allowed to come visit my family? Because I have all my family lives here in this apartment complex. My 2 cousins and my other cousin in the back. There's 3 altogether.
You got to abide by the Rule 11 agreement. You got to abide by what you agreed to.
Okay, sir. Sounds good to me.
Okay, anything further?
Nothing further for the plaintiff, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you all. We'll email, Mr. Chavez, do we have your email?
I don't have one. Actually, we do. She has it. It's my cousin's email, sir. She should have it on there.
What is the email?
I don't have it. My cousin's the one that does that for me, sir.
We're going to need an email so we can email a copy of this to you. Or do you want to email it? Well, we can mail it to the address?
Yes, you can mail it to the address, sir. Can you mail it to the 6138 Taos? Because that's my mom's address, and that's where I'm
61
38 TAOS Road 79905, sir.
Okay,
Thank you, sir. Okay.
thank you.
Have a good day, sir.
You too.
Thank you, Your Honor. May I be excused?
Yes, thank you.
I apologize. And that'll be e-filed?
Yes.